Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Queenborough Oval. We're expecting a very big game. It is Sandy Bay White under-13s, the Claremont under-13s. The Sandy Bay White team, of course, led beautifully by senior coach Adam Rowley. They'll be looking forward to playing this game on their home deck. And their visitors, of course, are Claremont under the tutelage of Brendan Flack. And it's Andrew Hopwood in the main commentary position. I'm joined by Martin Duffy. Duff, it's a very big game. We're looking forward to this one.
Yeah, great to be down here at Queenborough and looking at the girls here today and just seeing their development. Really looking forward to it. Under 13 footy. It's on the way up as the girls' footy here, Hoppy, and should be a tremendous match. And here's the list for Claremont. Any names that pop out that you can see there?
Well, there's a few big names that come out in the northern suburbs, of course. Flack is one of the bigger names, and Wilmot. I mean, they are very big names. We're talking gargantuan. They're huge.
Gargantuan.
Yes, very much so. Isn't it great to see the young girls come out with great enthusiasm? And as we've spoken to the coaches, that's the one thing that we've noticed, Stuff, isn't it? The girls play uninhibited. They're just keen, wide-eyed, and very interested to learn the craft and the caper that is Australian rules football.
Yep, that's been the feedback we've had from a few of the coaches now. They've really enjoyed teaching the girls the intricacies of the game. And it is a hard game to learn, Andrew. It's not a round ball that you just kick along the ground or you just catch. It's an oval ball that can spin anyway when it hits the deck. But we'll come back to that conversation later as the game's about to start.
Yes, a little bit boggy, as tends to happen down at the Queenborough Oval. The girls go up. That was good in the clinches there. It was Jones for Sandy Bay, who was up nice and tall. Goes into the defensive now. There's Kuma. Very strong tackle. I think without the ball, and Zoe Kuma will take the free kick. Oh, magnificent work by her. Took the blinkers off and went out to the fat side of the ground as Groom picks it up. Groom goes down towards the wing. Plenty of open spaces down there. It's a nice bump and a good contest there by Bailey from the Dogs. But coming in there now is Clark for Sandy Bay. She just tries to gain valuable meterage. It's getting close to inside that 50. You can see a strong tackle. What I like to see there is the girls staying on their feet. Here's a bit of a dasher. I think that might be Canal who picks that one up. Don't you love to see someone take the game on, Duff, from the half-back flank?
Great strength there by young Canal. She's definitely a player to look out for. Yeah, that's what you want from your half-back line, isn't it? Turning defence into attack, to use a cliche, Andrew.
Oh, very much so. And she's got the Blithens about her, hasn't she, as well, with those dark-rimmed glasses. It's the great full forward for Essendon back in the day, Duff.
Oh, right, gee, you do go well back, don't you?
Oh, well, there's not too many bespeckled players back in the past, but this is one young lady, Ariel Canal, who are probably going to stamp some authority on the game as the Dogs are just pushing that one forward. There's Burns. She was beaten to the ball that particular time by Jones. Jones for the Bay, very close towards the goals. The Dogs are going close to the line. That's dangerous, picking it up. And a very strong tackle. That was Abby Rule who tried to get around. And it's now going into a shot on goal. And we might have to just check on that one, Duff, on the Mood Food replay. It was a opportunist goal, really, wasn't it? It was just there into the square and picking it up to the Bay and popped it through. We can see here, yeah, nice work there by Stella Jones to get that goal. She looks so dangerous, though, as well, doesn't she? She's a very much highly tuned athlete, long legs, and just looks like a footballer, doesn't she?
Yep, no, promising move there by Sandy Bay. And I'll tell you what, that came through forward pressure there, Andrew. Just having the ball down in the forward area for long enough, and they scored a goal. But no, great goal there by a young girl.
Very much so. Here is Sandy Bay under plenty of pressure. Gee, that was a magnificent tackle there by Padgett for Claremont. Now assisting her is Burns again. They're deep into their 50 now. The Dogs, if they can get the handle on this one, they're a big chance. Gee, that was well played by Dolliver. Dolliver in towards the goal. Her eyes really lit up there, but just put it up to the near side and through for the minor score. But very promising move there, Duff, by the Dogs. I like the open forward line.
Yeah, brought the ball down nice and quickly, and it was open, which is what we like to see here at Duff TV. We like to see attacking footy.
Duff TV, especially you, Duff, but I'm going to come back to you as what a great interception by Midgley, and unfortunately just missing that one. But the thing that you love is when someone picks the ball up and they kick it downfield, and you know what? There's someone there to mark it, or someone's leading up. That's what you love. I'm
not sure what you're alluding to there, Andrew. Or
well, you're a traditionalist, Duff. You're not a big man of the pack or the swarm, which is brought into the game. These young girls will be taught the game in its entirety. So if you're a half forward, that's where you play, Duff. You lead up and get the dukes out and see how you go. And of course, with Adam Rowley and Brendan Flack as their mentors, these girls are in very, very good hands.
And what can you tell me about Rowley? Just very quickly, Rowley and Flack as footballers went pretty well back in the day, I think.
Yeah, well, you got a bit of lowdown there.
Oh, I know Flacky fairly well, and got to know old Flacky over the years. He's always telling me about his football career. We'll come back to that, though.
All right, so Sandy Bay just through the bog heap in the middle there. There's a David and Goliath as Talia Burns battles really hard for the Dogs. You can see the tackling's a good feature. That was Dolliver. So now leading out, just good in the clinches there. Well played by Mills. She goes back in to get it again. All girls are doing a great job standing tall and keeping on their feet. And that's a feature that I love, Duff, is staying on your feet. You're in the contest.
Yep. As we might have I was just going to have a quick look at the Sandy Bay team. Any names that pop out to you there, Andrew, as you look through your list?
Oh, well, Groom. She's someone to look forward to. And a strong name down here in the Bay area. And I think McGregor is certainly one to watch as well, Duff.
Right, okay. Keep tabs on those two.
No doubt about that. We can see a strong work there by Rowley. I reckon that is no doubt about that, the daughter of the coach there, Duff. And that's how a lot of coaches do get involved. They go along with was back in the day, their sons, but now it's the beauty, isn't it? You can go with your daughter or your son, which is just fantastic, and it's the huge increase and in the participation, and it's all because of the girls and the enthusiasm that we're seeing out on the ground.
And just to think how many mums are out there watching this broadcast now thinking, gee, I would have loved to have played Aussie rules.
Oh, well, they can make a comeback. You know, there's any stream. There's either the ladies' game, Duff, or if they're maybe on the other end of, 40-ish, they can go in the Masters. So it's all there for them as Claremont do a very nice job to clear it, but chipping in, taking a nice mark is Opre, and Isabel Opre is going to go back. It'd be right on a limit, I would have thought. Gee, that's a good-looking kick. Oh, just tumble punt. Geez, that was shades of Peter Hudson's tumble punts there, Duff. I reckon she's got the archives out and watched the great full forward, and she just tumbled that one end over end, and just for a minute I thought it was going to sneak through. So now, going close to the line, just touched, and as we can see, a little bit of a shower coming over, so just going to be slightly greasy for the young ladies.
We just missed that replay. We'll have a quick look at this, Andrew, very quickly. It was just right on a range, wasn't it? Very
much so. You can see the drop of the ball there, Duff. It was very cleverly done, because when you drop the ball like that, it's going to go from left to right, and that's exactly what the ball did.
And probably the lesson there is just to get back a little bit further off the mark and maybe take a longer run in. But tell you what, I always just get very nervous around goals, Andrew.
Oh, I used to love it, Duff. I used to live for the goals.
Not easy, not easy. It's much easier up here in the commentary box, as here goes the Dogs just trying to clear the ball off the half-back line here.
Yeah, it's Richardson, and she has had multiple possessions there in the last few minutes. She's ably assisted by Midgley, who goes back in. She's always tough and always looks to bring one of her teammates into it. We've seen a bit of her over the year. Pushing now is Midgley. There's two of them there. That's Hannah and Sarah. So if you're thinking, I've got that name wrong, there's just Midgleys everywhere. It's like when you go fishing, isn't it, Duff? Oh, they're midgies.
I'm not sure.
So the Dogs pushing on. That was Bailey. Gee, she did a good job there. Decides to go back inboard. That could be slightly dangerous. It's going to that area of uncertainty as Sandy Bay pick it up. That was beautifully done there by Clerk. But it is a very slippery ball. And look at the players around there too. I think that's been deemed holding the ball.
Gee.
As it's going to be a relieving free kick to the skipper, and that is Sarah Midgley.
Well, they've been under a ton of pressure here, the Dogs. They'd love to just clear it out, just get it down on their terms, down to their forward line. They've only had it down there, I think, the one time, managed to score a couple of behinds, but
they looked dangerous, though, Duff, didn't they? Because they had a nice open forward line. So you'd think they've got the capacity to score quickly, but they're really being tested at the moment. And as we can see there, they're standing up reasonably tall. But Sandy Bay putting on enormous amounts of pressure via Willow Rowley there. And she's going in and second and third efforts. She's very determined, young lady. Close to the line, trying to push it further afield. It's about nearly 9 minutes gone into this first quarter. It is Sandy Bay White v Claremont in the under-13 ladies clash here at the Queenborough Oval.
So I'm assuming there's a couple of Sandy Bay under-13 girls teams down here. There must be no doubt a white and a blue, Andrew.
Yes, very well spotted, Martin.
Lots of girls playing footy. It's what we like to see.
Absolutely. Well, that's a little bit too high, and that's exactly how the umpire has seen it. So the free kick has been played. See if we learned from before, Duff. Getting back off the mark, only taking 1 or 2 steps, and that's maybe what you had just said only in the last passage of play. Maybe just quickly get off the mark, but and then come in for a big long kick. But everyone is learning the caper, and it was great that they are getting in and having a crack. And that is Stella Jones again. She's our goal scorer. They're just tackling so hard. That was Millie Richardson again. And she's held that one up and another ball up. Feature of the girls' footy, Duff, is the tackling, isn't it?
I was just going to say that. That's a feature that's really taken everybody by surprise, how the girls actually love the physical part of the game. Here we go, the bait.
Yeah, it is Sandy Bay. Couldn't quite get that one through, but did a very, very good job. It's close now. Sandy Bay have had it in their 50. Just checking now on our laptop. Gee whiz, Duff, look at that. That's amazing. 86% of the time.
Yes.
Wow. But
just the 5 points ahead.
Exactly right.
I think Claremont will take this going into the quarter time here, Andrew.
Oh, yeah. No, this is give them a lot of confidence to think that they're soaking up all this pressure from the Bay. And they are really putting the screws on, but they haven't scored. And that's the thing about the footy. You've got to put the pressure on the scoreboard as well. The girls are doing a very, very good job here. High calibre of under-13 footy. Gee whiz, Duff, if this is the standard of footy, I can tell you what, there's a few girls here who'll go on to the AFLW, won't there?
Settle down, Andrew. That's a big step up if you want to play at that level.
Oh, well, these girls are going so well. And the good thing about it is there's a direct line into the AFL if they chose to take that on, as Mules got it for the Dogs. She went out further afield, backed onto that true half-back flank position. You can see there in the scoreboard, it shows that Sandy Bay are 1-1-7, Claremont 2 behinds, and they were 2 very gettable shots on a very, very open forward line. And here they go again, and I think you'll find that it's very, very open, as running hard out is Hannah Midgley. Oh, she's doing a fantastic job here as she gets it out. I think that might be the skipper. Another handball over. Excellent work as Sandy Bay are there at the bottom of the pack. They pick it up now through the agency of McGregor. McGregor going further afield. Oh, that's lovely bit of handball there, Duff.
Lovely play, just linking up. They're the sorts of things you practice at training, and then when you execute in a game, it's always a good feeling, isn't it, Andrew? Very
much so, but that was a good offensive handball as Sandy Bay have it in another very, very dangerous scoring position, as I think, unfortunately, in an attempt to... Have they got that one? No, it has been paid holding the ball. I wasn't sure which way that was going to go, Duff. Let's have a look at the Mood Food replay.
I like this. Ooh, what would you do there? Would you play it on? Hard one for the umpire to make a quick decision on.
Yeah, no, terrific. Been very consistent. Every game that I've seen this year, Duff, the umpiring's been at a very high standard.
And a lot of the umpires are very young as well. So that makes a very good future here in southern Tasmania.
I hope they go on with the caper, Duff, because they're doing a very good job as the Bulldogs pick it up in a blind turn out of trouble by Dolliver.
Oh, dear.
But... and has been pinned for that one. Let's have a look at that on the Mood Feed replay. Yeah. The blind turn came out, but the big, long clutches of Mia O'Rourke's came in and pulled her in. O'Rourke's gone the big, long bomb, and has made the distance, but not the accuracy through for the minor scores. So Sandy Bay now move on to 138. Sorry, 139. My apologies.
And we just have a look at that one again here, Andrew. Just again needed to get off the mark a little bit, or just maybe come in a little bit further. Actual fact, just have a little bit longer run up.
Yep. So now Sandy Bay doing all the attacking. It's just off the fingertips, and it looks like it's still in. So handball to a very dangerous position.
Oh.
And slipped that through for a goal. Gee, that's good team play there, Duff. Let's have a look at that one again on the Mood Food replay.
We just had the wrong score up there. I hope we got that one right now, Andrew.
I think we're 2-3-15. But let's have a look here. Picking it up. And in the dangerous spot was Rosie Clark. And wasn't a good play by Sandy Bay. Good team play is what I like. A lot of people might have had a shot there, Duff, but saw someone in a better position.
And took the risk.
Yep.
Took the risk, backed herself. That was good football. And so the Bay are suddenly out to 13 points, edging close to quarter time here in the big clash here at Queenborough Oval.
Good work in the middle. Nice ruck, and showing a great deal of intelligence with the umpires too, Duff, just moving it to the side of that muddy area. I reckon that's very well done.
The cricket pitch in the middle can be a problem in the winter in Hobart.
No doubt about that. Ball up again. Beaten to it that time was Jones, which is no mean feat because she's one of the premier ruck women in the under-13 division. Burrowing in. Gee whiz, young Richardson's just been fantastic as the siren has gone. And again, every time though the Dogs have gone forward, Duff, they've looked very dangerous because it's been so open, and they're bursting and they're getting good penetration inside their 50.
Yeah, no, that's well picked up there, Andrew. You'd sort of think that Coach Flack would be thinking, come on girls, we're looking great when we're going forward. We've just got to get our hands on the ball and get it down forward a bit more often. Oh,
yeah, no, I reckon he'd be absolutely cock-a-hoot with that, Duff, because they had the opportunity. They just didn't have the finesse to finish with. So the goal kickers in that first quarter were Stella Jones for Sandy Bay and Rosie Clark. And, of course, for the Dogs, they haven't opened up their goal-kicking account just yet. So it is quarter time, and it's great to see, as we mentioned a few minutes ago, Duff, so many girls playing. I know that over the years, as a board member, I've just been so surprised and thrilled to see the influx of the girls into the sport.
So what percentage are we looking at now of girls playing the game? Somebody told me recently it's about 1/3 of the participation rate in the STJFL.
And very much growing. That's the key. It's growing exponentially, and that's a beautiful shot there, Duff, isn't it?
It's just, don't you love Mount Wellington?
Oh,
and can you believe they're talking? They're talking. What's it called?
I don't know if I can get it out twice, Duff, but Kenyani.
They're talking about putting a cable car up there. Sorry, this is not about football at the moment. We're just waiting for the game to start. What's your opinion on that?
Oh, wouldn't it be fantastic, Duff? We could have it from my place at Cremorne, just have a bit of a station on halfway and then go across the river and straight at the top. What do you reckon about that? Maybe not quite that far.
Here we go, second quarter. Sandy Bay White versus Claremont in the under-13 girls. Can the Claremont girls get it down forward and give themselves a chance to score? They only got the 2 behinds on the board in that quarter, but here goes the Bay again.
Oh, O'Rourke, she did a magnificent job out towards Hiller, and they really are linking up very, very nicely. They're a good running team, Sandy Bay. They're very athletic, and but it is the Dogs, very stoic down back, as they bludgeon that one out wider, but picking it up very clean of hand is Willow Rowley. Gets to the half-forward flank. Doing a good job at Claremont, holding on again. Tell you what, Duff, this young lady here, she has been an absolute beauty. I think that's Millie Richardson. Every time she gets it, she looks to break out, and she opens it up. And even doing the team things there with the Shepherd.
Yep. And I think one of the smaller players too there, number 4, could be Hannah Mitchley. She's had a few opportunities as well for the Dogs, so she looks very dangerous. So they've definitely got some good players out there, Claremont, and if they can just team up, like I said, get more of the ball, get first to the ball and get it down forward, they could be very dangerous in this match.
That's right. I'd love that first goal. Now,
how's that for a number?
Martha Reed, number 100. I wonder who was her favourite number 100 that she actually has followed on, Duff. I mean, I always tried to grab 25 because of Alex Jezelenko.
Well, I tell you what, I think she's got something going on with Claire Giblin here because she's number 97.
Ah, excellent. Oh, running out, just tripped, I think was Lucy Dolliver, but it tripped over her own feet, said the umpire, and I think that might be O'Rourke to take the free kick.
Probably the right decision there by the umpire.
Oh, very much so. It was great pressure being applied there by O'Rourke, though, wasn't it? As that's coming into that area of danger. You don't want it if you're a defender. You can see just going close to the line and forced over for another minor. So with 2 minutes gone, Sandy Bay have certainly picked up where they left off in the first quarter, Duff.
Yeah, they certainly were. Very dangerous. Had the ball down there a lot of times in that first quarter, and luckily for Claremont, they only got the 2 goals on the board. They're only 14 points down here, the Dogs. If they just get a quick goal, they'll be right back in this game, but here goes the Bay. Very
long, direct kick, but standing firm, taking a very nice mark. She's done a nice job, has Lucy Dolliver. So we've got a couple of Dollivers, Duff, a couple of Midgeleys.
Yep.
Very family orientated out there at Dogland.
We've got a Flacky as the coach.
Yeah, so then you've got your couple of Flacks.
I saw Flacky umpiring the other day. Gee, he does a good job of that. Have you seen young Brendan Flack umpiring?
How's it go, Duff?
Goes very well.
Brilliant. Oh, that's a nice great mark. That's the captain, and she's leading from the front, isn't she, Sarah Midgley?
Yeah, very confident player.
That's a tough mark over your head, and she came out with aplomb and just stuck that one with really good dukes. Picking it up nicely. Here they got a bit of an opportunity. Free-flowing now. That's Ella Wilmot. Beaten to the ball that particular occasion by Willow Rowley. Is close to the line. Plenty of people here giving good encouragement as well, Duff.
Yep, big crowd in attendance today. And of course, the Wilmot family, a big family out there in Claremont, in the Claremont Junior Footy Club. So some big names here playing for both sides, Hobby.
And the whistle has been blown because it wasn't going to come out of there. And so the umpires decide to blow this one up. You can see the runner giving some advice there, Duff, and it's great to see some of the mums assisting doing those jobs as well.
I just spotted an old mate of mine over there, Jason Rule, I think, had the pen and the pad out. No doubt that's young Abby's dad, Jason Rule, the former Hobart. Oh, well, I think he played reserves, might have played Colts. Full forward he was back in the day.
Ah, very good indeed, as Lucy Dolliver was the last one to have her hands on the ball as she took that one over the line.
Jason Rule, just very quickly, they called him Bobby.
Bobby Rule?
Bobby Rule.
Okay. Very good indeed. Close towards the wing. Stacks on the mill, and the umpire will throw it all off. So what's happening here? We've got 4.5 minutes gone.
We've got a big pack of players. That's what we've got, Andy.
Yeah, we have got a big pack of players at the moment. And I think if they can just hold on like they are at the moment, the Dogs, once they break, though, you'll see it's very open. And here's a big opportunity for them, as picking that ball up brilliantly was Cannell. She goes back in to try and shepherd again. She's doing all the right things. You can see when she can't take the ball herself, she's trying to create and provide some space.
Looks like Coach Flax put Cannell down at centre half forward.
So from centre half back to centre half forward. Now here's a chance as Sandy Bay picked that one up. Gee, they're very determined. Good tackling here. Nice handball out by the captain. That was Midgley. Gets it further afield to Cannell. She's just a good target up there, Duff.
Yeah, no, she's a very strong player. Good chance here for the Dogs. If they just get clean hands on it.
So Burns into Churchill, but Sandy Bay just have the numbers back there. Look at the determination, though, of the forward line. That's Burns, and it's, as you can see, there's the point post, so it's very close to the Dogs' full forward line.
Promising build up here for the Dogs, Hoppy.
Very dangerous area. The centre half forward / ruckman picks it up. She's done everything there, Duff. That is as good a goal as you ever want to see. Gee, that was great determination there by Ariel Cannell. She went up for the tap. She went for the second. Have a look at this. There's a tap. So you think she's had enough now. No, I'll go and get it again. I'll go that way. I'll come back this way, and dobbed it.
Oh, got a lucky bounce, but I tell you what.
Wouldn't every coach love their players to be doing that sort of thing, Duff?
We'll watch this once again on the Mood Food
I think it's worth the double Mood Food replay.
I tell you what, I'm not sure if they're paying their players, but she'd put a high price tag on herself, this player. She's a ripper, Hoppy.
Yeah, she's dead set got the Jonathan Browns about her, hasn't she? Very, very strong target and determination.
And look at the score suddenly now. Sandy Bay White, 2-5-17. To Claremont, just had it down there only a couple of times, but they've kicked the goal in this quarter, and they're away again.
And look dangerous. Look very dangerous. So there's another chance for them. Oh, that's a great pickup by the Bay. And long kick. I think I like the longer kick in these damp conditions, Stuff.
But what I liked about that young girl who picked the ball up and kicked it to Sandy Bay just then is that she took on the opposing player.
Oh, absolutely.
Gave her the old don't argue, and put in a very good drop punt.
It was a nice play there by Routley. O'Rourke came in to try and help. It's Claremont now picking it up. You can hear the very vocal crowd, very keen and intent on trying to assist these girls up.
Just watch this, Andrew. Yes.
A couple of Dusty Martins there, Duff.
Dusty Martins.
Terrific work there.
And can't you hear the grandparents just getting into it now? This game's got a bit of feeling into it.
Oh, it certainly has. And they'd be loving being able to get out, Duff, and come and watch their daughters or their granddaughters, nieces rushing around, and it's great to see. Look at this determination here. It's going close to the line. They're just trying to keep it in. Gee whiz, that's 3 and 4 efforts there by Talia Green. So at the bottom of the pack is Midgley. And Midgley tried so hard to get that ball out to one of their other midfielders, but they couldn't do so. So the ball up as a very determined Millie Richardson just goes the big punch on that one. Doesn't go that far. Sophie Pageant's there, close to the line. Good handball, trying to gain that extra metre, but the umpire will ball that one up.
No, he's not very old, this young umpire. He's probably, I'm guessing, 17, 18 at best, Hoppy, but doing a great job. So if there's anybody out there that's interested in going into umpiring, I can tell you my son Jack is 17, umpires on the boundary and earns his $80 every Saturday afternoon and absolutely loves it. Runs about 15 Ks every Saturday.
15K?
15 Ks, that's what they're saying.
Wow. Well, these guys here, they're fit as trouts, though, these young umpires, aren't they?
Well, you've got to be fit. You've got to get to every contest. You've got to be able to adjudicate correctly.
What I've liked about it, too.
Here we go. Back to that, Andrew. Sandy Bay building here.
Yeah, they are building, but the Dogs are, again, showing that they're not going to be any pushovers as Stella Jones is trying to get their way through. The umpires, just back to him, Duff, look at the way his arms are up and he's talking to them all the time, which is a real good guide for the girls, as now the Dogs pick it up as they go up towards that wing. Hallett has the ascendancy. She is beset upon there by resurgent Dogs. That was Sarah Midgley again. She is a tackling machine.
And it was excellent umpiring just back there too in that moment. Just let that one go through because there wasn't enough prior opportunity for that player. So good umpiring by that young fella. And here we go.
Oh, look out, Duff. Here is Canal. She tries to go the bounce. It's come up to her. She goes inside the 50. She's roosted that from a mile out. And she's put it through for a goal. What a magnificent bit of play. Let's have a look at that on the Mood Food replay, Duff.
Oh, gee, that's not player of the day. I don't know what it is. Talk us through it, Helpy.
Well, you can see here, the good thing I loved about it, their prime mover. So Richardson, look at the determination. And here comes the power forward, picks it up, takes the game on, goes the bounce, knocks it to a four and picks it up as clean as you like below her knee. And it's kicked that from 40-odd metres out. Terrific work, and the Dogs are on fire, Duff.
And I've got my scoreboard around the wrong way. I do apologise about that, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get it right here at Duff TV. There's the correct scoreboard. 2-5-17 to Claremont, 2-2-14. What a game we've got on here, but that was just about the best play we've seen all season.
Yeah, that was as good as you ever want to see. It was great determination, and that's
you
where
got
they
excited, didn't you?
Oh, well, they look dangerous when they get it in quickly, but and when you've got someone like Cannell there who is prepared to lead up you just got to get it into her quickly, don't you, Duff? She'll do the rest.
Now, I just want to point out one of the players here. She got stuck in the mud almost. I'll come back to that in a moment after this play, Andrew. But don't worry, love. Just get back up again and keep going in the Queenborough mud here. It is very boggy out there, Andrew.
No doubt about that, as Flack took a strong mark, but it didn't go the required distance, so the umpire asked everyone to continue and play on.
Here it is, the mud, just at the back here, young Coetzee. I think she was thinking about going home for a second, then she thought, no, I'm playing a game of footy here. Well, here goes the dogs again.
Yeah, young Sophie Coetzee, they'll just get the hose out to her at half-time, Duff. I won't let her in, no doubt about that. Can you imagine getting in your mum or dad's car? No chance. Back of the ute.
You're walking home, love.
I reckon. So the dogs, they have really been buoyed by those last couple of forays forward, and they've got a bit of a sniff, haven't they? And they pick it up. That was well done by McCulloch. But Kuma is there. Very strong-looking player, Kuma. Looks like a half-back flanker. She's got good skill, good pace as well. Nice work. There. Good bump by Bailey. Bailey tries to keep that one in. She's helped by Tilliard. But that was Reed who picks that one up. Tries to get it back. But Burns, they're just growing in stature. Reed picks it up. She tries to go back indoors, but Bella Flack picks that one on. Long raking kick, but standing underneath it is Alice McGregor, and she's taken a very timely mark. Yeah, good mark there by McGregor. She's just going to try and steady the ship here at the moment. She really feels as though there's been a big momentum twist in this game. There certainly has. They've finally got some reward for their effort, have Claremont. As picking that one up is Richardson, who I've been so impressed with. Oh, might have been taken a bit too high there as Ava Churchill. Let's have a look. I think that's how the umpire has paid it, and Churchill's going to go back, and she's a pretty big chance from here, Duff. She's a big chance here, Hoppy. We can see she turned back towards the goal, and Churchill has popped that one through, and the dogs are having a fantastic second stanza here, Duff. Just go back and have a look at this replay, Andrew. They are in full control of this match at the moment. We had a feeling that they just needed to get the ball forward, and that's what they've done in this quarter. And that was a good umpiring decision once again, just a little bit too high, and it was a good goal. Yeah, still had to kick it, and Ava Churchill went back, lined up and popped that one through. So that was nice play by her, and well done by Claremont. As I just checked the Jackson Motor Car Company scoreboard, Duff, it's Claremont now. They've just snuck in front. What are they, 3-2-20? Yeah. Gee whiz. 3 goals to 2-5-17. I don't think Sandy Bay scored in this quarter, maybe a behind. Maybe just the behind. As we're seeing just an adjustment here. Somebody just getting the 6-6-6 right, are they? Yep. Yep, Martha Reed is just going back to her spot. Good, strong tap out by the Bay. Here they go again. I'd love a goal just before half-time to a bit of ascendancy. Picked up by Hiller. Free-flowing ball and leading their way out. Well done by the dogs. The ball spills. Sandy Bay going in there. I think that would have been Routley, but gee, that was very, very nice tackle. Yeah, prior opportunity. Oh, it's coming up here, Andrew. Look at the rundown, Duff. Great speed by Burns. You mentioned her in the warm-up, didn't you? You said, look at this young lady run around quickly. Yeah, looks to be one of the quicker players, and that is half-time. So, Duff, it is half-time as we just double-checked. It is 3-2-20, the visitors, Claremont. Sandy Bay, 2 goals, 5-17 for Claremont. A blistering second quarter with Ariel Cannell with 2 goals and David Churchill a single. And for Sandy Bay, Stella Jones and Rosie Clark have scored those goals, Duff. We'll be back after half-time, Hoppy. I'm just going to go down to the canteen and have probably 2 savs, I'd say. Okay. I'll be back here just in a few moments. Well, welcome back, Andrew. We've had a correction in the score. I was a point out there. Sandy Bay have actually 1 point less, 2-4-16, and Claremont 3-2-20. We were so impressed with the dogs in that second half of that second quarter especially. Yeah, they went in very quickly and they had good bursts through the midfielders. So Millie Richardson and Sarah Midgley are very tough players, Duff. They're in and under. They're like your Patrick Cripps of Carlton. They're very strong. They don't get knocked off their feet. And they had a really good target there in Ariel Cannell, and she didn't let them down with 2 magnificent goals. So we're really a close encounter. Looking forward to this second half of footy here at the Queenborough Oval. Sandy Bay pick it up through the agency of Stella Jones. Jones goes down to the true centre half forward position. Can't pick it up, so they decide to go off the table. Was Coetzee there. Coming in with a bare bit of pace.
And that breeze, sorry Andrew to interrupt, but just the breeze is really picking up. Just been on the radar. It's probably about a 4-goal breeze to the right of screen.
Well, you were just down there a minute ago, Duff, when you went down to the canteen. It's got a little bit cooler as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has got very cool, but it was nice and warm down there at the canteen. They had the heaters on and plenty of coffee going around, and I ate those 2 sads very quickly just to get back up here and commentate with you.
Fantastic. So that was Scarlett Clerk trying to get it forward. Reed's there to assist. Churchill for Claremont trying to get it out. She goes in and under yet again. Very nice tackle being laid by Tilliard. All the girls trying to get their dukes on it. Pushing out now is Millie Richardson. And if she can't get through, no one's going to get through. So I'll ball up. Up they go. It's that Midgley-Richardson combination. They've had pretty much most of the game on the ball. There to help is Coetzee again. But Sandy Bay through Clerk. Picks it up. She gets a kick off very, very quickly. Goes down to O'Prey. Didn't quite get that one, and the Dogs picked that. Very trying conditions, Duff.
Oh, this will really test these young girls. But they're up for it, Hoppy, and there's only one thing in their mind, and that's getting to that football and helping their teammates.
Yeah,
it's amazing. You can get out there and you think, oh, from the sidelines you think, oh, it must be so difficult out there, but it's incredible. Once you cross that white line, you get the white line fever, and you're just out there for your team.
Oh, very, very much so. And if you're focused, aren't you? So you don't really feel the cold.
Yep.
So again, it's Sarah Midgley who goes up against Jones. Jones wins it on that particular occasion. There is Giblin. Picked up now by Clerk.
Oh,
Clerk gets it inside. There's a big chance. That's a clever shot on goal there by O'Rourke. And that's a very good shot, Duff, from a very tough angle.
Great play there by the Bay.
Let's have a look at that one on the Mood Food replay. As it's just bucketing down now. Their prime movers. It was Jones. Get it across there to O'Rourke, and she has put that one through from a very tough angle.
We'll have a look from the stoppage here, actually, Andrew, because I think it was like almost pickpocketed. What's this? Sneaky little move here.
Just terrific work.
Wasn't clever work. We'll get back to the real action, but I enjoyed that little moment there, Hoppy, as it really is teaming down now. It's going to make it very, very difficult for the players. It's only 2 points now to the Sandy Bay. They needed that because there was definitely a momentum change in that second quarter.
Well, the rain is driving down towards the river end. I don't know, there'll all be river in a minute. One of the umpire says he ball up, and it's certainly, well, I dare say, favouring that end because you can see the rain, the angle that it's coming down. And aren't we very fortunate up here in the Graham Mackey Tower, Duff?
Oh, the Graham Mackey Tower here at Queenborough. That's coming down at almost 45 degrees. It's a real winter here in Tasmania. But aren't we lucky to be playing football?
Absolutely. All those young people in Victoria who are sadly sitting inside, Duff, and although it might be somewhat inclement, we have been to avail ourselves of the caper, and it's great to see the young boys and girls of Southern Tassie running around in the STJFL. The Cripps the Master Baker baking bread in Tasmania since 1878. The biggest football competition, Duff, in Tasmania.
Oh, gee, they might have to call this game off, Hoppy. Is there any rules and regulations around torrential rain?
Push on.
Push on.
Just push on.
Toughen up.
Yeah, no, that's the idea. That was Luders at the bottom of the pack there for Sandy Bay. She's really trying again as Harlett. Beaten to it that particular time. by the Dogs. And you can see there, moving on more of the ball is Ariel Cannell. At the bottom of the pack is Burns, and a ball up. So what do we got here, Duff? We've got 4.5 minutes gone in the third quarter, and Sandy Bay have probably looked the better in this third quarter.
Yeah, no, they got a bit of a rev up there at half-time, no doubt, by Coach Rowley. He was just saying, come on, girls, you went to sleep in that second quarter there. We need to get back into this contest. And they've done just that. But they're only 2 points up. This match could go either way.
So that was, excuse me, Opre who picked that one up. You can see some of the girls just trying to move their fingers. You've got to keep those extremities nice and warm. Nothing worse when you've got cold fingers. It's like snapping a carrot off, Duff, isn't it, when the old leather hits it. Good work, bullocking work by Flack as she tries to burst her way out.
Talking of the football, I do like how the STJFL is using the yellow football. It comes up great on the video. That's another great, well, implementation there by the STJFL board, Andrew.
You like that?
Love the yellow football.
Yeah, it's a bit easier to see, isn't it? Especially when it gets a little bit gloomy.
And what size footy do they use in the under 13 girls? You know, that'll test you. Size?
Oh, she's a size 5.
A size 5. I think that's to the AFL. Man, I'd say it's size 3.
It's a 3?
I reckon it's a 3.
Oh, just that I thought that because these girls are very highly skilled, they wanted to challenge themselves today. So they've whipped the 5 out and had a crack with that one, Duff. As the old, tell you what, the stoic old goal umpire there. Have a look at him stand there. Looks really thrilled.
He's determined. Do you think he's looking at his watch?
Yeah, that was Abby Rule trying to push her way forward. Isabel Opre. And it'll be an absolute river here in a minute, Duff.
Now, Abby Rule's father, as we said, young Bobby is here today, beyond the sidelines. Full forward back in the day for Hobart under-19s.
Yeah, Stella Jones with another good tap out. She's doing a very good job in the ruck. As Churchill picks it up, she's dispossessed by a very determined Sandy Bay outfit. No one's going to get through there. It's except for one person. That's Ariel Cannell. She gets it to the half-back flank. Pushing through now is Millie Richardson.
Great strength there by Richardson, Hoppy.
And their prime movers are really coming into their fore now as Burns picks it up. Through weight of numbers, it's Opre going back in to get it again. Clark tries to assist her. Richardson going forward. Look at the determination on their faces, Duff. They're just trying to stand up.
Great contest, isn't it, by the girls here? Great moment in the match here, Hoppy. Yeah, prior opportunity. Good tackle there by the Dogs. So sorry, no, the Sandy Bay have got the free kick. What was that for?
Yeah, Rolly holding the ball. Good tackle. She's been rewarded with a couple of free kicks because of the rundown stuff. She's very fleet-footed. Ava Churchill's at the bottom of the pack, as it's where she always is, trying to get that ball out to her teammates. Good attempt to mark in the sodden conditions, going back in to try and get it a girl. There's no one taking a backward step, is there?
No.
There's no outside players in the girls' competition.
And look at this, just determination here, wasn't it, by the girls?
Yeah,
just coming through in the mud, right in the cricket pitch here at Queenborough. Where else would you want to be playing sport than in the cricket pitch here at Queenborough Oval? Fantastic, and a great
Tell you
tackle.
one thing, Duff, if I'm lining up for a game of Aussie rules, I'd want someone like Millie Richardson in my team. She just doesn't give up, does she?
No, goes all day. Great player. That one's out of bounds. Umpire will bring it back.
It is. Bailey tried her best to run that one down, but couldn't get hold of it. So the umpire will throw it up. It's 8.5 minutes gone in the third quarter, the prime moving quarter, and Sandy Bay did a wonderful job to get that goal. And it's a very, very, very even competition.
It is just amazing, in all honesty, just to be serious for a moment, how the girls' footy has come on, Andrew. We've got here two very determined teams here today. Sandy Bay have got two sides at this age group down here. Who would have said that like 4 or 5 years ago? It's just fantastic for the sport of Aussie rules.
Oh, very, very much so. As Sandy Bay not to be outdone with Richardson trying to push it out. As you can see, she's trying to find a teammate, but she's not getting through that wave of players representing the Sandy Bay Football Club. Good tap out there by Cannell. Trying to get it out was Richardson. Good tackle by Opray, and a ball up. They go up again. Stella Jones has been very, very good in the ruck. Here's a chance if they can get the handle on it. Beautiful pick up though by McGregor. She was dispossessed. Helping her out now is Nesta. She's been bumped aside and through fleet-footed Green. But another nice tackle. Ball spills. It's just picked up a notch now, hasn't it, Duff?
Certainly has, Andrew. It's game on here now. 10 minutes gone in the third quarter.
So a ball up. It's on that true wing position. Ariel Cannell, big tap out. At the bottom of the pack is Reed. She can't pick it up, so she gets it out to Groom. They're always looking for a teammate to bring someone into the play. As Groom does a nice job. There's 3 or 4 determined Bulldogs across half-back flank there. Picking that one up is, I think that might be Hannah Midgley. Goes back out towards Jones. Just gets a quick kick in. The picking up off the ground skills in very inclement weather has been quite from the top shelf, Duff.
Yep, no, some good skills on display here, Andrew.
You can see
Here
there,
we go, the Dogs.
that was
Nice.
Dolliver, who was just kept on pushing and pushing and pushing so she could reach right down.
Gee, sorry, Andrew, I've butted in again, but so impressed with the umpire. She had a chance there to pick it up. She did pick it up, had an opportunity to get rid of it, didn't, and correct decision by the umpire again.
Oh, very much so, as Groom had it, and she wasn't going to get through there, so another ball up.
Here it is.
Yeah, beautiful tackle. Now, is it Rowley or Rowley?
We'll go with Rowley, I think.
Yeah, well, she's very, very good, Willow Rowley.
Here's our girl.
Yep. She's trying to burst through Cannell. Just taking the game on. Getting deep into this third quarter. Bursting out of the pack is Opray, who's been very efficient across half forward. Goes towards the leading player in Abby Rule. She overruns it and goes back in again. Right down back, that was McGregor for the Bulldogs. It's deep into the pack. Picked up by Flack. Flack just determined to get it out from that danger zone. Doesn't get a lot of distance, but they're buying some time here. And another ball up. I might have beaten the umpire to it there, but it certainly was a ball up. There was no way knowing that ball was going to come out of there.
That was a good tackle earlier on there, Hoppy.
What a great spoil by Lucy Groom as well, Duff. All those little intricacies these girls are picking up. The Smothers, the blocks, the Shepherds.
Well, Cannell was away. And we know what she's like. She's a burst player. Here she goes again. This time she's got away. Gee, she's got a good drop punt on her too. She's
got a good drop punt, and just the first 5 metres, she's very slippery.
She's very fast. She's a strong girl, but very, very quick.
Good handball. But what on the case there was Scarlett Clerk. Here she goes again, gives the don't argue, and she's going to go for a run. Handballs to her own advantage. Almost picked it up, overrun that one. She got a big head of steam up there, Duff.
She's an excitement machine, though, isn't she?
Oh, yes. It's that show I used to watch, Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, yeah.
Once the head of steam gets up, there was no stopping her. Just like old Thomas. So, they're over the ball now, the Dogs. They've finally got it inside their 50. Hasn't been down there that often this quarter. Now you can see the rain has stopped. Still a little bit of breeze. Oh, there's a bit of rain, but it's not as intense though. So well done by the Dogs across the wing position, getting it just towards their inside 50. Oh, both girls go the shepherd there. It was Wilmot who came out, applied the shepherd. Captain Midgley is good enough to pick the ball up, try and reef that one round the corner as Green is there for the Dogs. Richardson goes the tackle, and it's going to be another ball up.
How's this, Andrew? Determined young footballers just going head to head here. Give me the ball.
Bullocking, isn't it?
Oh, it's exciting.
Very much so. And again, strong tackle to try and reef that ball out.
The good thing that she did there was she tried to roll the player, didn't try to push her into the ground, because of course that's quite dangerous. So the girls have been very well coached here in executing those tackles in a safe manner, Andrew. That's what you want to see in the game.
Yeah, that's the crocodile roll that's being employed here. And so here's a chance for the Dogs. Bit of feeling in this game. It's very close. 2 points the difference.
Well, that is three-quarter time. We're a little bit out with our time clock there, Andrew, but three-quarter time here in the big match. Sandy Bay White, they kicked the 1 goal in that quarter. I think that was the only score for the quarter. That's 3-2-20 to Claremont. Sorry, 3-4-22 Claremont, 3-2-20. Hard to pick a winner here, but I will say this, that is about a 3-goal breeze going to the right of screen. I think Sandy Bay is going to be right up against it in this last quarter.
Well, without doubt, football is the winner here. But very trying conditions as the rain is really thumping down. Yeah, the breeze certainly is favouring the Derwent River end up.
Yeah, you've got some goal kickers there, Hop.
Yeah, the goal kickers, of course, in that quarter, Mia O'Rourke kicked that goal, and she was joined there with Stella Jones and Rosie Clark. And for the Bulldogs, it was Ava Churchill and Ariel Cannell who have got the goals. And of course, Ariel has got 2. The first one was a snap just near the 10-metre square, and the other one was on the big burst. So we can see there that some of the girls just are just getting some clarification on a couple of things, which is, it's good, isn't it?
Just having a chat to the umpire. Do you think she's saying maybe, oh, gee, it's pretty heavy rain, do you think we have to go on?
I reckon she's come out, just asked for it if they'd like a drink. Maybe that was a nice warm Bonox. That's the captain. Young
Sarah Mutually, the captain there at Claremont, just saying, no, we're going to go on, girls. Umpire said, it's not over yet, it's three-quarter time here in the big game.
Yes. Well, this is what footy's all about. You can see some of the mums and dads and other interested onlookers on the other side, but it's really up here near the Graham Mackey viewing platform where most of the people are getting the shelter, Duff.
Yes, very, very smart people up here in the grandstand alongside us. Now, if you're coaching out there, Andrew, would you keep the girls out there for the full 5 minutes of this break? Would you just have a very brief message and get back into it? It is raining hard.
Yeah, it's raining hard, but if you've got a message to give your players, you just got to hold them in and clearly articulate what it is you require from them, because you don't want any panic to set in. You want to be clear in your strategy, be very precise, hold the board up so everyone knows exactly where they're going to go and the way that you want them to play, and then let them loose.
And were you big on statistics? Did you have somebody hold, because you're a former successful coach at this level, did you have somebody hold the board up with all the stats in the background of tackles, forward entries, anything like that? Or
yeah, look, towards the end, I would bring a few of those things, depending on what we spoke about before the start of the game. I'm not one on, infinitum things, but there's a couple of non-negotiables that we might have spoken about. It might have been where we want so many tackles or so many blocks or shepherds. Whatever we had been working on, I always like to give them feedback throughout the process of the game.
And talk about giving feedback. There is Bobby Rule just left the screen, just walking off, just saying to some of the girls, come on girls, we're in this match with 2 points up, we're a big chance. Very, very experienced football person is Bobby Rule, let me tell you.
In it, up to their ears, it's anybody's game. Who are you backing, Duff?
Oh, I wouldn't like to say. I put my money on Claremont. I think they went a little bit asleep in that quarter. But kicking with the breeze, I think they're a big chance, Hop.
Well, it's interesting that Cannell's gone back into the ruck. She'll be up against Stella Jones, who she's just really showing good determination and second effort. It's Midgley trying to push away forward. Routley's there for Sandy Bay. Will it come out? It certainly does, as Cannell grabs it. Excuse me. Long raking kick towards O'Brien. Coming out now is Hannah Midgley to help her at the in and under. Sandy Bay with weight of numbers. Come back into the central corridor area. Like to see them go a little bit wider, slightly more defensive. That's the way, just sort of boot it up, grab a couple of metres. That's Dolliver, who a good lead out. Burns supplies the tackle. Here's a big chance, Duff, as Richardson picks it up. And Richardson, in her haste, has just missed that one to the near side.
Oh, gee, that was a big chance there for the Dogs. Great build-up again, wasn't it? I actually thought that was a goal as soon as she kicked that.
Yeah, I thought it was... let's have another look here, Duff.
Oh, no, just to the right side there. Good umpiring by that gentleman.
So that's the time that maybe the young ladies will reflect that that's the time they need to steady. Just take that extra couple of seconds. I know when you're under pressure, and I know it's greasy. Just so you get the maximum reward. Talking of a strong mark there taken by Cannell. Oh, she's a ripper on the run, Duff. I wonder what she's like on the set shot.
She's very, very confident.
I'd go back even further and pretend I'm on the run. Oh, look at the kick.
Oh.
Just touched on the line.
Oh, well, the umpire got himself into the perfect position, as you saw. And that's just another behind there to Claremont.
So, Duff.
It's all locked up.
It is all locked up here. It's the big game. It is Sandy Bay White v Claremont 13s here at Queenborough Oval. Richardson's there, but Burden chips in. Strong tackling. Sandy Bay not going to get through Cannell. She gets it further afield towards Midgley, and they are peppering.
Is this the part of the game where that they could rue, because they kicked 3 behinds in a row here? They're under a ton of pressure, Sandy Bay.
But you've got to take momentum. That's a strong tackle, Duff. What about that one from leading from the front, as Sarah Midgley will go back now. I reckon she's probably a little bit too far out. It's like a freight train. Bang! Lying it up. I reckon this will drop short. Goes into the square. Who's there? Sandy Bay. Trying to push it out. Good defensive area. Going wide. I think that might be O'Prey, who's gone onto the ball. Strong tackle there by Burden. And another ball up.
Sandy Bay, 42. And then 20, Sandy Bay,
straight up it goes. Strong tack out by Cannell. As you can see, it's right in the 10-metre square. It's almost like a big scrum here. And how many players are in there, Duff? Got your calculator out? All you can say is they're very determined to get their hands on the old onion, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
I reckon the majority of the girls are right in that 10-metre square, so it's going to be hard to pick it up and have a clean shot on goal. But they do get a shot through the agency of Richardson.
There were 16, Andrew, if you want to know.
16, it's going back into attack again for the Dogs. Certainly momentum is with them, but excuse me, they haven't got a major just yet. Here is Cannell trying to push her way through towards Richardson. Coming in, and that was Wilmot as the rolling scrum works. Richardson picking it up, going close to the goal. I think she might have dobbed that one, Duff. She has. Millie Richardson, she picked it up, and nothing was going to stop her then as she just headed towards the goals. And she's not jogging back, Duff, she is sprinting back.
Well, it was weight of numbers, wasn't it? They kicked 3 behinds previously in the first, 3 minutes of this last quarter. Richardson, she's had a great game. She's another very strong player, and she's very excited about that. And
not an easy shot, by the way, Duff, either.
Was not an easy shot.
That was on the outside of her foot to get that one through. So,
well, 7 points now.
A third of the way through this quarter. The ball's back in the middle. Momentum at the moment is with the Dogs. Midgley out to Burns. Bailey's there to help. The Dogs pick it up. Running hard towards it is McGregor. She's bending down. Goes off the soccer. Goes a good shepherd. But it is Dolliver.
Well, play advantage was it by the umpire. Not a bad decision that, as the Dogs went in towards goal. Just couldn't pick it up there across the boundary line there against Dolliver. But whoa, what a momentum switch we've seen again. We've seen about 4 or 5 momentum turns in this match, Andrew.
Yeah, very much so. And at the moment, of course, it is with Claremont. As that ball comes out, I think that one... Oh, no. I was about to say that's gone across the goal. Sarah Midgley, she's put that one through, Duff, from a very, very tight angle. Can we have a look at that on the Mood Food replay? You can see she's playing out. Well, look at that set play. Gee, that was good play by Ariel, excuse me, Cannell. Got it out to Midgley. That was good rucking there, wasn't it?
Great play. Yep, I think you're right. That's something they definitely practice at training. Just executed beautifully there. And the Dogs, 13 points up. Woof, woof, woof.
That has given them a little bit of breathing space, Duff. What's happened here? The umpires whistle. I think the players in the wrong area, Duff. Just sorting that sort of thing out. So it is 6.5 minutes gone of the last quarter, 15-minute quarters. Sandy Bay White v Claremont in the STJFL Cripps the Master Baker under-13 clash here at the Queenborough Oval.
Yeah, we just had one player out of position here. Do you think that just should be an automatic free kick, Andrew? What is the rule? I think you might get one warning each.
Yeah, you got to.
Is that right?
Got to have the warning, Duff,
okay.
Just so we learn the caper. I think it's always a good thing.
I like the 666 though.
Oh, very
Gets
much
players
so.
in their positions.
Just doing a quick head count now.
Yep.
There.
Okay, mate, let's get on with it now. Only 8 minutes left here. Thank you. Up we go.
So it is a free kick being paid to the Dogs.
Well, he's done it by the book, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, they had the warning, Duff.
Maybe they had. Okay, they got it wrong a second time. Fair enough. Well, all the momentum now with the Dogs, and look at that beautiful drop punt of about 40 metres by an under-13 girl. That's incredible. That's
a very, very nice kick to the leading Burns. She can't pick it up, but Dolliver is there. Dolliver goes to go on the outside of her body, but a very determined Isabel O'Prey picks her pocket and does a very good spoil there.
Look at this, Andrew. If you ever want to see a good executed drop punt, there it is.
Gee, that's a good kick. It goes 35, 40 metres every time.
Not bad, is it?
No, and look at the tap out. Those two have really worked well together. As at the bottom there is Churchill. It's close to the line. I think that's just gone over.
Yeah.
And through for one more point.
And that umpire's been very busy down there, that gentleman.
Done a good job, hasn't he, Duff?
He's been in the right position. He's just getting the attention of the other goal umpire up the other end.
Here we go.
Yep, they've signalled.
So, Sandy Bay go the clearing at the Rod Olsen wing. Just tapping it onto the advantage.
Oh, here we go.
Picks up.
Oh, gee, that's about her first blemish for the whole match.
Didn't square her shoulders up on that particular time. Tried to kick it on the offside of the foot. Probably maybe just gone that extra metre. See, brilliant work. Just didn't quite steady, but gee whiz, she's a very good player.
You would have to say the most influential footballer out there today, Andrew.
Yeah, very much so. There's been plenty of good players, but she certainly stamps some authority. She's not only been a goal kicker, Duff, but she's been a provider. Like she's tapped it down to Midgley for the other goal, and Churchill and Richardson's goals have all come off the end of long drop punts in. So certainly had a major influence, whether it be forward or back or on the ball, as Richardson gets that one now. She goes to the outside of her boot, rolling end over end. Sandy Bay pick it up, then lose it. Go again. I love the way they keep tapping it. That was well done by Lucy Wells. This could all but be the sealer, I reckon, Duff. Strong shot on goal. Not sure, that might have been Burns, but we'll just double check with the Mood Food replay. I can't believe the score now, Duff. It's almost doubled the score when it was so close just a few minutes ago.
And it was good defence here by the Sandy Bay player, just to keep the ball out, but she just didn't have enough teammates. Look at that, 1 on 5. 1 on 5 is always going to not win the contest, and a great goal there by
Sarah Midgley. And that's her second goal, Duff. She's looked very, very dangerous. And what they've done well, her and Richardson, not only been really strong on ballers, but they've actually gone forward as well and provided a bit of a target as that handball came out towards Burden. Goes inside 50, but Sandy Bay standing tall. They're really still working very hard. They've been very determined all day, Sandy Bay. And as it comes out and hitting the chest of Ariel Cannell. So she's just going to take a bit of time here, Duff.
She'd nearly kick it from here, wouldn't she?
Well, she gives it a big roost. Goes deep into attack towards Richardson. Richardson's helped there by Coetzee. That's Churchill. There's Rule, I think it might have been, who gets that across the goal, so it's an area of danger. See the pace coming across here by Sandy Bay.
Gee, she's quick.
That's Isabel Opre. She's been swooping on the ball like that, Duff, all day. She's very determined. All the girls, as soon as they get down low, they tap it to their own advantage. As picking it up is Routley.
Oh, unfortunate there.
What happened there, Duff?
Oh, she just lost control of it. It was a good tackle. She had prior opportunity. She was away, but it was a good tackle there by the Dogs.
Okay, so a big kick. Oh, and leading out, taking a strong mark is Sarah Midgley.
Had a big game, Midgley.
Oh, very strong.
Both the Midgleys have been very influential.
She's been a goal kicker, goal provider, and that's a good lead.
Oh, coming home with a wet sail, the Dogs. Woof, woof.
Yes, they certainly are. Burns. Oh, they are. They're up and about, the Dogs. Trying to get through is...
They look a bit shell-shocked, the Bay, don't they?
That's a fair description, I would have thought. A few minutes ago...
They've just lost a bit of spark.
They were a couple of points down.
They were.
And now they've been doubled. All but doubled. But they've got a lot to take out of this game, Duff. They've been very good. Very, very competitive. As Tapua is deep in defence. She's been very stoic as well. So with nearly 13 minutes gone, so a couple of minutes to go in the big clash. Sandy Bay White, who had the ball in their forward line for pretty much near the first quarter, Duff, didn't they? They got 2 points, did Claremont, and then all of a sudden in the second quarter it was Claremont from via that open forward line got those 3 goals, and then again in this last quarter is where they've piled on another 3 as well. And they look very dangerous. They look like scoring when they get the ball inside the 50, don't they?
They do.
So picking that one up is Midgley. Going further afield, standing tall there is Claire Giblin for Sandy Bay. She's slight of body but big of heart. Here is Richardson now. Richardson, you know, she'll try and push her way through. She goes end over end trying to look for the lead by Churchill, but it's just gone out of her reach, and the ball up.
Well, it's just a bit of dead time now in the game, isn't it? Just a little bit over a minute left. Claremont would love to get themselves up to 50 after, I think, going goalless in the first quarter. They were only 2 behinds on the board.
Yep. But
come home with a wet sail here.
It's just danger signs of them, although they were behind at quarter time, just the way that they moved the ball inside their 50.
Well, they had very good energy about themselves, but they just couldn't get it down there enough. In the second quarter, about 5 minutes in, they got the ball going. Sandy Bay had a good early part of that third quarter, but then in this last quarter, I think they've kicked 4 goals, the Dogs.
Yeah, so it's close to the scoreboard there. It's that rolling ruck, and the umpire said that's a bit of a sling. It's only a blemish that Ariel Cannell has done.
In fact, they've kicked 3 goals, 6 in this final quarter, the Doggies.
So the free kick was to Isabel Opre, and that's fair enough. You can't put someone to the ground like that. She just keeps getting up though, Duff, doesn't she? She's a beauty. Close towards the line. In fact, oh, there is the siren, Duff. Okay, it's all over then. So as we just double check here, Duff, it is Sandy Bay White, 3-4-22, defeated by Claremont, 6-8-48 for the victors. 2 goals to Ariel Cannell, 2 to Midgley, Sarah, Churchill and Richardson singles, and for Sandy Bay, O'Rourke, Jones and Clark singles each, Duff.
What a ripper of a match that was.
Oh,
Hoppy, really enjoyed that. Congratulations to both teams. Brendan Flack and Adam Rowley, you should be very proud of your sides. Under 13 girls footy here in the STJFL. It's looking good for the future here in southern Tasmania, don't you think, Andrew?
Oh, very much so. If that's the quality and the calibre of the game here, Duff, well, all goes well, as the girls have been hard at it, and now they come in, like all good sports people, line up and shake each other's hand. Don't you love that about the footy?
Now, any quick 3 2s and 1s that you might have there, Andrew?
Yeah, well, look, it's...
for the Beakley Award at the end of the year, of course, although this is not official. The umpires do adjudicate the votes there.
Ariel Cannell had an absolute stellar game. Sarah Midgley, Millie Richardson, and then, look, everyone else just did something. They all played really, really well. And for Sandy Bay, I loved the work of Isabel Apres.
Stella Jones, I thought, was good.
Yeah, no, Stella Jones just kept going and going and going in the ruck. And so, and again, you could throw a blanket over the rest of the team. Very, very good team effort. So, as far as that game, I hope you've enjoyed it out there. It's been our pleasure here at Duff TV to bring you what was a quality game.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you, Martin, and good afternoon, everyone.